this point, they're familiar with each other. He does think it's going to be a very competitive game. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. A presentation of Casey's General Store. Casey's, famous for pizza. Ballantyne and Miscavicius, joined by the coach's son, Blake Simmons. Adam Wing, the junior, and Jalen Brown, the sophomore guard. For Illinois State, very talented team. Paris Lee and Deshaun Knight. Devon Akun-Purcell, the outstanding guard for the...
For Illinois State, it's about steals and blocks, as we're looking at Paris Lee and also Reggie Lynch, two of the best in the country.
The bigs are in the middle in orange. It's Gideus Miscavicius, Reggie Lynch in white with the red trim for Illinois State. Illinois State with the ball, and there's Paris Lee. Lee handles the ball so well. He's good distributing the ball, and on defense, he can pick a pocket. Low. There is Lynch for two. How about that right out of the gate?
Boy, he just keeps getting better and better. Reggie Lynch against Gideus Miscavicius. That is a matchup you want to watch. 22 in white versus 55 in orange for Evansville.
And there's DJ Ballantyne. Ballantyne wearing 31. 3 is Jalen Brown. Simmons gives it up to Wing, who was injured a portion of the season in the Missouri Valley, but he's back, and he gives them some great leadership. From the baseline, Adam Wing, short. And there's Deshaun Knight.
You know, John, you brought up early on that Illinois State, they've won big and they've lost close, except for their last game. And I've said all season long, as soon as this team learns to win those close games, watch out for Illinois State. Well, they just won one. So they're extremely confident right now in their ability to close out late game situations.
And Mark, what are you talking about? 2 or 3 possessions in those close games where it could have put them over the top and really changed their season?
Deshaun Knight made the critical basket to win that game at Evansville in overtime.
Blake Simmons, he was able to get a hand in the face of Devon Akun-Purcell. It's out of bounds as Purcell didn't even draw iron. And now Evansville on the attack with a 2-0 Illinois State lead on a great move along the baseline by Reggie Lynch. Brown low. Miscavicius was wide open as he was able to shake Lynch for just a split second.
So Lynch does it on one end, and Miscavicius returns the favor on the opposite end.
Touche. And we have a 2-2 game. Lynch at the high post. 23 is Hawkins. Deontay Hawkins. He's a good talent.
Good double team right there.
And a foul out of the double team with Wing coming over to help Miscavicius, and Adam Wing picks up his first foul.
Reggie Lynch loses vision on the backside. A good screen up top, and Miscavicius comes right off ready to play. That's why it's hard to play against Evansville. They run that motion offense, and if you lose vision on the backside, they will cut you to death.
Michelav Brazoya in the ballgame now. He's a member of the MVC all-bench team that was announced this week as part of Arch Madness. Paris Lee at the point. Now the double team. He found an open man, but the pass was too tall for Lynch. And off the back of the backboard and down to Ballantyne and Evansville. Brazoya going low, and it's out of bounds. Miscavicius was too close to the baseline, and the ball belongs to the Redbirds.
I like what both teams are doing here early in the game. They are definitely running their offense for Illinois State. Dan Muller, they're getting Reggie Lynch the basketball, and they are so much more efficient offensively when they do that. Likewise for Evansville. Both these big guys are getting touches early. I like it.
And the more Reggie Lynch touches the basketball, he's getting better and better on the offensive end. That shot won't go, and a volley for the rebound. It belongs to Miscavicius. He averages 9.9 a game. One
and done, John. That's so critical for Evansville to get every defensive rebound.
Here is Ballantyne counting. DJ Ballantyne's first shot. He averages 19 points a game. He had a career high of 43 at UNI on the 29th of January last year.
I have a feeling about that kid today. I think he's going to have a big game.
Look at Knight. He answers. Deshaun Knight's first field goal as he averages 13.9 a game, and he hit the game-winning shot with 2 seconds left in overtime to beat Evansville on Saturday.
It was the biggest shot of the season for Illinois State.
Well, considering all the close calls, they come up short.
Yep.
Brown bringing it back out high. Valentine to the corner. And a shot for three goes down.
Because the defense is so focused on DJ Valentine, he brought two defenders to him, and Blake Simmons was wide open in the ball side corner.
He's not going to miss any of those, and that counts. Here's what you were talking about with DJ Valentine, Mark.
Watch the defenders, how they are so focused on DJ Valentine. Look at the white jerseys come to him, and Blake Simmons is wide open in the corner. And that's when you know you're good. When the entire defense is rotating toward you, and then you can give it up to your teammates to make them better. Man, DJ Valentine is good.
Berzoya with the foul, and a three-point play for Reggie Lynch. Give him 5 in the first half. And Illinois State, a 7-7 tie with Evansville. And that's coming off the 3 that was made by Blake Simmons a moment ago. So a 3 on the other end ties it up. But that was the old-fashioned three-point play. Berzoya with Brown out high. Evansville in the orange with the blue numbers and white print.
I like the way Evansville moves the basketball.
There you go, Mark. You had the feeling. 4 so far for Valentine.
He moves so well without the ball. He comes off of picks shoulder to hip. He's just really, really good without the basketball.
From the corner, what a nice open shot for Hawkins. 10-all.
Deontay Hawkins out of my hometown, Dayton, Ohio. They make them tough in Dayton, John.
I know they do, Mark. But he didn't miss up the open opportunity. Got his feet set, and the same can be said there for Berzoya. That's a 3-ball.
Mislav Berzoya has suffered from a hand injury late in the season. It's affected his ability to shoot the basketball. He looks fine right there. That's good news for the Aces.
There's another open look. And Hawkins has his last 2 field goals, but nothing but bottoms.
When you can bring a guy off the bench and he's locked and loaded, ready to make shots right now, that is a luxury for Dan Muller.
But guys like that, Mark, they get that first shot down, leave them open again. That second shot, wow. They're set up for a big day.
Nate Buss for Northern Iowa is just like that. Paul Jesperson as well.
And we'll see them tonight as Evansville grabs the lead. Jaylen Brown with his first field goal. He had a season high of 15 points against USF in November. Look out. This is a little too strong. And the ball is slapped over to Valentine from Moscovicius.
I really like the way Evansville is rebounding the ball early in this game. And they're also getting DJ Valentine a lot of great looks.
And Deontay Hawkins, who hit 2 threes on the offensive end, cleaned the glass that time. Inside it's Jones, but Jones was shoved. Number 55, Moscovicius, with his first foul. A back and forth start to this one. The quarterfinals of Arch Madness. Employed it as a coach, and he has the players for it, Mark.
He really does. When you've got DJ Valentine that knows how to read screens and come off screens, man, it makes the defenders just stretch, which gives you some opportunities for dribble drive and things inside. Here's the good news for Evansville. They were 2 for 18 combined beyond the arc versus Illinois State in the 2 earlier meetings. They're 3 for 4 today. Great start for Evansville.
And Illinois State's 2 out of 3 behind the arc so far. Here is Akun Purcell dishing, and they just couldn't score it as McIntosh missed the close-in shot.
And one and done again for Illinois State. This is different than the previous 2 matchups when Illinois State owned the offensive glass.
There's 15, Justin McLeod out there hounding the ball out of the 2-3 zone in the point.
And why are they going 2-3 zone? Because Illinois State had a tough time getting through those motion screens.
Inside, Valentine for the turnaround. Valentine kind of went to his right, fading away just a little bit because John Jones was in his way.
They should have used the glass. Usually an Evansville player uses the glass.
And usually he does. There's McIntosh dumping it for Jones, who puts it in with the left hand. John Jones' first field goal.
Well, there are some big bodies, including John Jones at 6'9", 262, that Dan Muller can go to.
Berzoya at the point. Number 2 is Christian Benson. Berzoya Going low for David Howard. Howard didn't play in the game Saturday, and there's a block shot inside. Loose ball. Out of bounds. Evansville.
Illinois State getting it inside right here as John Jones contributes. He's a big body. And then look at that rejection by Jones defensively.
That was Reggie Lynch style as Jones went to the bench and Lynch just came back in.
You love a guy that knows his role. John Jones knows he's got to make the easy baskets and go get your rebounds. He had 9 rebounds in that overtime win versus Evansville. Brought some good energy off the bench right there.
Way out high for number 2 Christian Benson. Valentine looking for Wing at the free throw line.
But when you catch the ball in that mid space around the elbow, you got to square up. Wing didn't even look at the basket right there.
And Benson, he drew some contact, no foul called. As Illinois State takes it the other way with Paris Lee and back out high for Dejon Knight, a senior from Baltimore, Maryland.
Watch the block-offs, how physical Evansville is when the shot goes up. If they don't block off, Illinois State will devour offensive rebounds.
A shot for 3, and that's off to the left. The white jerseys are around the ball, and it's out of bounds, and that's off Illinois State. Evansville will have the ball when we return from this break. Just under 12 minutes to go in the first half. Nothing has been decided. And DJ Ballantyne, he's hurting, Mark.
He rolled his ankle on that rebound on the right-hand block, and he's been gingerly taking care of that ankle since the timeout. He's gone ahead and tightened up the straps a little bit on his shoes. We'll see if he comes back sooner rather than later.
Number 4, Dwayne Gibson is in, a sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio, for Evansville. He has the ball right now on the wing. Brazoya, bullet pass low, and a foul as Miscavige went up for the close-in shot.
Watch Ballantyne as he rolls his ankle. He'll be on the left-hand side of your screen as he comes down right there. And he rolled his ankle, and now he's on the bench. This is a huge story in this game if he can come back and play, because he's such an integral part of the offense, the leading scorer in the Missouri Valley Conference, one of the top 30 scorers in the country.
And that's 2 years running the leading scorer in the MVC. Yeah. One more here for Egidius Miscavige, an 83% free throw shooter. He was off by plenty on the first one. Perfect on number 2. 3 points so far for Miscavige. First team All-MVC and a member of the MVC All-Defensive Team. Ferris Lee, Deontay Hawkins, and a turnover. Adam Wing there for Evansville. Gibson in the front court. There's Wing with the open shot inside. He got inside the lane, and about a 10-footer goes.
That's what I talked about 3 possessions ago with Adam Wing. You've got to be an offensive threat from that dead spot of the zone. You can't assume that Reggie Lynch is just going to block everything.
That was blocked. Blake Simmons is having a good first half. He triggered that play and dunked for Miscavige with a great catch and an even better finish. What a catch he made, Mark, as the pass was not quite on the hip, but he had to reach back for it. But with all of his momentum, he was able to finish strong with a dunk.
Now, this kid could really be special. And when you look at Evansville's loss, he did not play well in the home game at Evansville, the overtime loss to Illinois State last Saturday. He's playing much, much better here today in St. Louis when it counts the most.
Akun Purcell open. Wing fighting for the loose ball along with Deontay Hawkins, out of bounds to Evansville. Evansville to play it in.
So far, Illinois State has 0 offensive rebounds.
Now Evansville up the floor. Wayne Gibson.
And Illinois State averages over 13 offensive rebounds a game. That's number 20 in the country. Evansville doing an excellent job on the glass.
The lob for Miscavige, and Brazoya with the assist.
What an excellent read by Mislav Brazoya. Just throws it up to the big guys. He saw 2 white jerseys coming right at him.
And Lynch going toward the baseline is fouled as Wing got in his way along with Miscavige. And it's on Miscavige, his second foul.
Look how the defenders all come to Brazoya, and there's no backside rotation. And so Miscavige just deposits right there. Man, is that good offensive execution. Great recognition by Brazoya.
Now Miscavige goes to the bench with 2 fouls. Illinois State's ball, under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Knight for 3. And we have a foul, a push-off, and it's on McIntosh. Kyle McIntosh's first foul. Let's talk about Missouri. Enjoy the show. Order your free travel guide and start planning your next getaway at visitmo.com. That's visitmo.com. DJ Ballantyne back in, Mark.
Well, that's good news for Aces fan, because he really came down hard on that right ankle. We'll see now how he can move without the basketball.
Gibson at the point now, along with Wing, Simmons, Howard, and Ballantyne on the floor for Evansville.
Keep your eye on 31. See how he moves.
Simmons drawing some contact and a steal as Knight runs the floor and then throws it away. And there's Simmons again, right in the middle of it. Blake is having a very good first half.
Evansville really scoring against turnovers.
And a foul on the drive by Wing. And another foul on Mikhail McIntosh. That's his second.
It's a 7-0 run right now for Evansville. 4 of those points are points off of turnovers, John. Right now, Evansville definitely the aggressor by rebounding and by getting some turnovers and turn them into points.
There is Simmons. Gibson. And he was able to hand off to David Howard for the easy 2. Howard had the position, and he cashed in.
And credit Dwayne Gibson with recognition of the defense.
As Paris Lee took the shot, a foul called on the play, and there will be 2 free throws coming up here. The foul was on Dwayne Gibson, his first. Paris Lee.
It's so hard, and I've been in this situation before, when you play a team back-to-back within a week, coming out of the regular season, then into the tournament. I had a team that did the exact same thing, and we lost on the road. Played on the neutral floor in the Mid-Continent Conference back then, and won. It's just so hard to prepare your kids because you smart from that loss for several days. And I had my time with my team, and believe me, we were smarting from it. We knew we could win, and we did.
Paris Lee, a 71% free throw shooter, goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Inside 9 minutes left in the first half, and Evansville trying to build on a 24-15 lead. Valentine lost the ball to McLeod. Hawkins dunks it. Deontay Hawkins has 8.
Justin McLeod comes off the bench and did an excellent job of denial of Blake Simmons and forced the turnover. Man, did he bring energy off the bench. That's a good role player right there. Number 15 in white, Justin McLeod.
Valentine tried the hook pass. That was deflected to McLeod. McLeod stops. Pops. Short. And a foul on Howard, who was backing his man Jones away from the ball.
Watch McLeod get out and deny right there. Look at his stance right there. He's in the passing lane and goes after the ball on the weak bounce pass. I love guys that come off the bench, they know their role, and they execute. And that's exactly what McLeod did. And the beneficiary was Deontay Hawkins, who's also played well off the bench.
Here's Hawkins looking inside. Jones tries to drop in a one-hander, and he does. Nice touch on that for John Jones, who has 4 in the first half. 8 minutes left until halftime. 24-19 Evansville. And a timeout. Marty Simmons asking for time, and he gets it. It's a 30-second timeout at that.
And Dan Moore is more than happy to allow his team to play defense his way and offense their way. Attack the rack.
And that score is doing the Titan up there, the old Archie Bell and the Drells. They're from Houston, Texas, you know.
I love it. I had no idea I was going to get an Archie Bell and the Drells reference today in the quarterfinals of the Valley Tournament. Welcome to Arch Madness with John Rooney.
Neither did I, but it just happened to show up. And so the score reflects the turnovers for Evansville. Let's find out what we have here with the whistle and a foul stopping play. And we'll be right back. We'll resume here with 7:42 to go in the first half. St. Louis, Missouri is not.
You know, I want to give him the extra 2 points just because of the rear end chewing that he just got from his coach coming off the bench. That's worth at least the 3.6 GPA.
And here we go with the inbounds pass by Blake Simmons.
Valentine is noticeably limping on that right ankle. He's just not as explosive.
The shot from the corner for 3, out of bounds it goes. That skimmed the rim and then was knocked out. Evansville's ball from the baseline. Off the bench for Evansville, Bajoya will come back in.
You know, with Valentine's ankle situation, he's going to be fine till halftime. It's going to be interesting to see how he comes out from halftime.
Yeah, after he has a chance to sit, and then that ankle has a chance to do the tighten up.
And he's limping on that ankle.
There's Valentine with the pass low. Looks like he was going to take the shot, but Howard couldn't finish. And a foul is called. This is on Howard. 1-1 coming up for Illinois State. The second foul on David Howard. Now off the bench, Jalen Moore, a 6'7", 230-pound senior from Olive Branch, Mississippi for Evansville.
Well, DJ Valentine did such a good job of setting up David Howard, just not able to finish. Even on one leg, DJ Valentine is still a dangerous offensive weapon.
Bobby Hunter connects on the front end of a 1-1. Hunter did not play in the overtime win for Illinois State against Evansville on Saturday, but he's had a rough go of it down the stretch of the Valley.
His last 8 games, he's averaged only 2 points a game, shot 23% from the floor and 11% from the three-point line. He did not play against Evansville the last time out. A little brain surgery there to getting back refocused. Just a free throw.
So 1 out of 2 for Bobby Hunter that trip. 7:08 and counting in the first half. Wing, and we have a whistle away from the ball in the lane, and a foul called. And this is against Wills, Tony Wills, who just came into the game a moment ago.
Illinois State's being very physical with DJ Valentine. They're trying to bump him off of his routes, off of screens.
5 fouls for Illinois State.
Akun Purcell, number 44 in white, on DJ Valentine, also doing the same thing.
And another foul on Wills. 2 quick fouls on Wills, the sophomore from Indianapolis.
Focus on 31 in orange. See how physical they are with him.
Off the glass, Jalen Moore gets his first field goal.
Jalen Moore came off the bench for David Howard and immediately came in and finished a simple play. Well done coming off the bench.
A 6-point lead for Evansville. Deshaun Knight using up the dribble. Hunter slashing. The 3-point attempt, no good by Wills. Here's Hunter. Off to the right with his 3-point shot. And Hunter shooting only 11% from 3-point range over his last 8 games.
How about Adam Wing in the block-off? He's just so physical. Number 12 in orange. He's one of those guys that you don't notice a lot. He just wins.
Here's Berzoya going in, and he was fouled. He was challenging John Jones, and Jones committed the personal, his first. Adam Wing goes to the line, Mark.
Adam Wing is one of those guys. Mitch Holtis likes to say that different guys lead the league in non-stat stats. That's kind of like what Adam Wing does. He just does all those little things, the little block off right there to allow his team to get a rebound. He's very physical defensively. He's undersized in a lot of ways. He plays bigger simply because he's just so physical. Wing will take a blow, but I love the way that kid plays.
There are guys that do all of that, and those who work so well without the ball, and they're usually rewarded in the scoring column because they find an opening where they can get a high percentage shot.
But loose balls, things like that. Yes. All those balls that drop below your shoulder and you got to go get it. Evan Wessel is the best at it, I think. I think he's one of the best, if not the best in the country at going and getting loose balls.
So Berzoya goes 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. He has 4 points in the first half. It's a 7-point lead for Evansville. Coming down to 6 minutes left. Lynch, double team, left hand, and he's off the mark.
And Lynch has a huge size advantage inside. They're trying to take advantage of it.
Valentine. He's watched by Knight. Pass low that was intended for Jalen Moore. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Illinois State. 17 on the shot clock for Evansville. And there's Brown at the point. Man-to-man for Illinois State. Coming down to 10 on the shot clock. Valentine with 5 on the shot clock. It's up in the air. And it belongs to Akun Purcell.
Good defensive sequence by Illinois State.
And we have a foul on Simmons, who got a little too close to Devon Akun Purcell. That's Blake's first foul.
We had a 2-minute stretch in this game where Evansville outscored Illinois State 13-11. Since that time, it has been lockdown defense on both ends.
27-20 in favor of Evansville with 5:16 left in the first half. And here is the MVC newcomer of the year. Of course, heading up the all-newcomer team in the Valley, Devon Akun-Purcell.
The last 3 games, he's been so good, over 18 points a game, nearly 8 rebounds, shot 38% from 3.
But missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Evansville looking to extend a 7-point game. Berzoya into the lane, and it's poked away, a foul. Coming up at halftime, our State Farm halftime report, a presentation of State Farm for auto, home, life, and banking. Get to a better state, and that will be hosted at the half by Scotty Boy. He does a good job. Scott Warman, he's our quarterback year in, year out here on the Valley. Berzoya with another one coming up. Ferris Lee with the foul put Berzoya on the line.
Wichita State held serve in the earlier game in the afternoon session. You get to see Northern Iowa in the early game of the evening session. Then Greg Lansing and Indiana State take on Porter Moser and Loyola. That's going to be a heck of a ball game.
We have a good one going here, an 8-point game in favor of Evansville. Lee can't drop it in from 3-point range, but the follow by Akun-Purcell counts.
And that's the last thing that Marty Simmons wants to see. Offensive glass work. Illinois State, one of the best in the country.
Valentine dropping it low, and a foul. Jalen Moore was going for the dunk and was fouled on the play.
Devon Akun-Purcell has such a good nose for the ball, and nobody blocks him off. Blake Simmons doesn't block him off, and Akun-Purcell makes him pay for it. The coach's son will hear from the coach at halftime. I am sure about that.
Free throw good by Jalen Moore. That's his 3rd point. The foul, by the way, was on Mikal McIntosh, who's going to the bench with 3. Valentine to the bench, bends it in. This one's in play for Jalen Moore. The senior averages 3.8 points a game, so he looks for number 4, and he puts it on the board. An 8-point lead for the Aces. Akun-Purcell, long cross-court pass. Hawkins is open at the wing. Reggie Lynch trying to get the loose ball. It's out of bounds, and it belongs to Illinois State with 4:10 until halftime.
Blake Simmons didn't just block off that time against Akun-Purcell. He was like an offensive lineman protecting his quarterback. He didn't even turn his backside. He just faced him and blocked him.
Akun-Purcell low for Lynch, and it's out of bounds. 31 on the shot clock as Illinois State will play it in. Ferris Lee for the Redbirds. The Redbirds won 19 games in the regular season. So did the Aces. And Simmons just standing tall. It goes out of bounds. Simmons has done a lot of nice things here in the first half. 30-22 Evansville as we take our under 4 minute is 2 for 11 now, while Evansville is 3 out of 6 with 3-point field goals by Blake Simmons, DJ Valentine, and Michela Berzoya.
Well, right now, Gideus Miscavige has only played 8 minutes in the first half, and he won't play the remainder of the half. He was so productive, but Evansville still able to maintain and even stretch their lead now to 8. But the big news for Evansville, right now only down 1 rebound. Now they're tied, 14-14 on the glass. They were out being rebounded by 14 on Saturday.
So Lynch couldn't convert for Illinois State, and here's Evansville. Jalen Moore, number 10. Blake Simmons, number 50.
So
Gibson's number 4.
So Valentine rolls his ankle. Miscavige is in foul trouble, and Evansville has the lead.
8 on the shot clock. Brazoya with Lee going for the steal. Lee picks up his second foul. I was talking about 3-point field goal action early in the game. Evansville went 3 out of 4, and Illinois State 2 for 3. Since 14:07 left in the half, Evansville's 0 for 2, and Illinois State is 0 for 8 from behind the arc. Here is Michelav Brazoya. He has scored 5 in the first half. 2 out of 4 from the free throw line.
John, what I really like about Evansville, they're not a me too offensively. They don't run all the dribble, drive, motion stuff where the ball stalls. That's one of the reasons why scoring is so down in college basketball, is that defenders against the dribble drive offense, the ball stalls and they have a chance to regroup, to reset themselves. Against a Marty Simmons offense, that old motion offense, which I love, by the way, it keeps the ball moving, it keeps the defenders moving. It's difficult to guard.
Michelav is 2 for 6. Brazoya missed both that time. Knight knifing through, and he's fouled trying to drive to the basket. That foul was committed by Dwayne Gibson. Gibson has 2. Two shots coming up here as Evansville just committed team foul number 9, but that was a foul in the act of shooting.
Deshaun Knight has been noticeably silent with only 2 points. There's his 3rd point of the half. He averages nearly 14 points a game. He hit the game winner with 2 seconds to go. What a huge lift that was for Illinois State, finally winning a close game.
Tony Wills in, with Hawkins going to the bench for Coach Dan Muller.
I'd go full court pressure here out of the make.
Knight with 4 points.
Good job of attacking pressure.
Simmons trying to feed low for more. That was popped in the air out of bounds. 20 on the shot clock for Evansville with 2:53 on the game clock in the first half.
That was a good example of what Marty Simmons' offense does. They broke pressure, and the ball didn't stop and reset. They kept running their offense. That's why Blake Simmons was so wide open. He came off a screen from the corner. Just watch Evansville, how they move without the basketball, how they screen.
There's Simmons with the catch. Couldn't get a shot away over McLeod. Brazoya shoots a 3. 8 for Michelav.
That is great offense right there, because Blake Simmons read his defender, moved without the ball, caught the ball into an attack area of the paint, and Brazoya was wide open at the top of the key.
A 9-point lead for Evansville. Wills to the corner for McLeod. 3 balls. Illinois State needed that.
Another example of really good ball movement.
Great catch by DJ Valentine, beating his teammate Jalen Brown. Brazoya at the point, watched by Coon Purcell. Inside 2 minutes to go. And we're in the first half. A foul.
Because Blake Simmons moves without there, look at him come from the corner, and the ball continues to move. He comes right there. Now he's in attack position, and look at Coon Purcell. He drops on the ball, which allows the shooter, Brazoya, to be wide open at the top of the key. That's just good player movement, good ball movement.
McLeod, another 3. That'll get you back in a ball game. 33-27 becomes 33-30 with the second 3 ball by Justin McLeod. Just like that. A miss from the baseline, and we have a shove on the rebound attempt. And the foul on Moore, his second.
Justin McLeod has been the story of the first half for Illinois State. He made hustle plays defensively first, and then he knocked down a 3 ball from the corner, and now from the top of the key. That kid has come off the bench and given his team life every single time.
Tony Wills to the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2. Wills, a starter, 16 games before coming off the bench February 14th against Wichita State. Another free throw coming his way with a minute and a half until halftime.
Justin McLeod only averages 3 points per game. He has been productive here in the first half. You know, one time I was talking to Rick Pitino about what does it take to make an NCAA run, and he said depth and conditioning. Now, I was a little bit disappointed by the answer, to be honest with you. But I said, what do you mean conditioning? He said, 8 through 13. Those are the guys going to win you games in March. Justin McLeod representing that right now.
Well, just like Louisville against Wichita State in the Final Four, Mark.
Yep.
That's exactly what Coach Pitino was talking about. And there's Valentine getting the crawl. A shot for two.
Oftentimes, your 8 through 13th guys aren't as well conditioned because they don't practice as much. Pitino makes sure that they are even better conditioned so that they can produce in March.
And with a loose ball, scramble on the floor. Moore ties it up. And the possession arrow will send the ball the other way to Evansville. With 53.9 to go. Of course, Rick Pitino wants everybody conditioned because he likes to run that full court pressure. And pressure the ball from the time the game starts until it ends in most cases. Didn't go over so well though in the NBA. A little longer season.
Yeah, it is a longer season, but boy, his teams are so well conditioned. I think Justin McLeod has really played at a high level. I mean, he is full motor, pedal to the metal right now. 15 and white.
Talk about a guy who gets the most out of his minutes off the bench. McLeod has scored 6 points on 2 3-point field goals.
Look how Evansville trying to spread the defense to get the dribble penetration routes.
And we have a foul with that pass caught by Jalen Moore.
If you don't play defense with your feet against this Evansville motion, you're going to get beat off a cut, and then you start grabbing guys.
First foul on Bobby Hunter. And here's Moore going to the line, shooting 2. He's 2 for 2 from the line so far in this one, and 4 points. Make it 5.
And I think Northern Iowa is the best position technician type of defense in the conference. They're a lot like Virginia. But who did they lose to early in the conference play? Evansville. Because they're so hard to guard in that motion offense. You got to be in position, and you really got to move your feet. Otherwise, you're going to start grabbing for cutters, and that sends Evansville to the line.
Jalen Moore is 4 for 4 from the line. He has 6 in the first half. A 6-point lead for Evansville. Number 3, Deshaun Knight, coming across the line, playing for the last shot of the first half.
Remember, Knight made the big shot with 2 seconds to go to win in Evansville. He has the ball in his hands for a reason. And Marty Simmons is going to change up defenses right here. They're going man-to-man right now.
Knight picked up by Benzing. Knight. He was off, and with the Evansville rebound, we're at the half. A 37-31 lead for the Evansville Triple Aces, who lost both regular season games.
And the next thing you know, he started knocking down threes. Justin McLeod was a huge story in the first half for Illinois State. Well done off the bench.
Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company proudly presents the second half of this Missouri Valley Conference tournament game in St. Louis. Illinois State trailing with the ball, opening up the second half. And as the ball's mishandled by Deontay Hawkins, a foul on Paris Lee. And right out of the gate, that's his 3rd foul.
Boy, and he is one of the top steal guys in the country. You talk about Reggie Lynch's ability to block shots, along with Paris Lee's ability to steal the ball. They're the only team in the country with 2 guys ranked in top 10 and top 20 in steals and block shots on the same team.
And a foul against Evansville. Illinois State will get the ball back. And that foul was on Adam Wing, his 2nd foul. So a couple of fouls to open up second half play here. And as the ball rolls to the front court, Paris Lee picks it up.
So if I'm Illinois State, I'm going to get the ball down to Reggie Lynch. Why? Because Egidius Moscovicius has 2 fouls. I want to attack him, get his 3rd, and make him sit even longer.
Moscovicius went out with 10 minutes to go in the first half after committing his 2nd foul and did not return. Here he is opening the second half. Here's Akun Purcell. Count it. That's a 3-ball.
Devon Akun Purcell becoming rapidly one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the Valley. He's averaged over 18 points per game over the last several weeks. He has been dangerous.
And overall, he's averaged 13 a game, given 5 so far in this one. Valentine moving well, opening the second half, and he got the kind roll and the good touch. DJ Valentine, he has 9.
How cool is that when you can take your 6-foot guard, they list him at 6'2", I don't think so, your 6-foot guard and post him up down low and make a solid play off the block.
And the ball is going the other way. Evansville's ball with a lead of 39-34.
Look at Kuhn Purcell. As everybody comes to the ball, he's wide open on the backside. That's easy for number 44.
Here's Simmons passing low, and Valentine will dribble it out.
How often do you see a 6-foot guy get double teamed on the low block? You just saw it.
Deontay Hawkins picks up the ball for Illinois State. Lee inside to Lance. Good move toward the baseline, but he didn't have enough on the shot. Moskowicz ahead to Valentine. Wing with the ball fake. And he was fouled as he made his initial move toward the lane. Second personal foul on Hawkins, and the third team foul. Jones in. John Jones, number 10 in the white jersey for Illinois State. With Lynch going to the bench. Simmons is the trigger man from the baseline. Way out it goes to Jalen Brown, the sophomore from Fishers, Indiana.
It's so hard to score in your out-of-bounds plays in March when you play teams so many times. You've got to switch up your out-of-bounds plays, otherwise you got no shot.
Here's Wing cutting along the baseline, but off the iron. And Kuhn Purcell accelerating to the front court. He was met with some resistance, and he'll be on the free throw line. And Jalen Brown with his first personal foul. The MVC fan hangout is the perfect gathering place before or after games during Arch Madness. It is located at Ballpark Village in downtown St. Louis, just across the street from Busch Stadium. For additional information, visit archmadness.com/fans.
That is a great place down there. Being Irish Catholic, I just like to live there. It's pretty good.
You have my permission. And Kuhn Purcell makes both. He has 7 points, but what a venue that is.
It really is. A lot of fun. Fans having a great time down there this weekend. I know a bunch of Wichita State fans are partying down there right now.
Well, after their win over SIU today, here's Simmons. That's off the back iron. It's a 3-point ball game in favor of Evansville. Illinois State can pull within a point or tie it up here. In heavy traffic, Hawkins lost the ball out of bounds. 25 on the shot clock. And there is Wing saying that ball was off Illinois State. He's not going to win the argument.
Yeah, and it's not reviewable.
No.
Not till late, much later.
Knight taking the ball to the hoop, and he had the right English on that shot. Deshaun Knight has 6, and it's a 1-point game, Evansville.
That was a strong 2-foot jump stop to the right hand for Deshaun Knight.
DJ Valentine has 9 points.
Well, Valentine was wide open. What a big-time screen, and they don't get it to him. Valentine wants it. They're going to get it to him. There's the double.
The wings open, low for Moskowicz, who couldn't get the bank shot down. They had the right idea.
Yeah, good ball movement right there out of the double team on Valentine.
Knight inside for John Jones. And a foul. And Illinois State going strong to the basket, getting back into this game.
Watch Deshaun Knight right there. Look at that 2-foot jump stop right there. So balanced and strong with the basketball, coming back with the right hand. That 2-foot jump stop is so valuable because it takes away the opportunity for the backside defender to take the charge on you. Man, was he balanced. That's strong.
Let's see what happens now for Illinois State as Justin McLeod the junior transfer in from Bismarck State College, is in the game. He wears number 15 for Illinois State and scored 6 points on 2 3-balls in the first half. There's McLeod. Knight. And he was fouled as he was driving along the baseline. 16:11 to go. Second half. And Jaylen Brown picks up another fast foul. That's 2 quick ones, giving him 3. And he'll leave in favor of Dwayne Gibson.
Watch Akun Purcell, number 44.
Simmons is trying to stay with him, but Purcell scores anyway. How did he do that? And he was fouled, got the shot down. He'll have a chance to score another one from the free throw line. And that's Illinois State's first lead since they had a 2-0 lead on the first basket of the game.
This out-of-bounds play is designed to get him the ball at the elbow and allow him to make a play. You know, as a coach, there's certain guys that you say you got to take good shots. You got to be balanced. You got to make sure that it's within your range. With Devon Akun Purcell, you just tell him to go score.
It's all within his range. 10 points for Devon Akun Purcell. 41-39, Illinois State. Here's Gibson with the ball. Evansville had a 9-point lead with 9:12 to go in the first half. That's long gone.
Halfway down. Doesn't go down.
Nope. And here comes Illinois State.
I know who I'd give it to again.
Knight lost it out of bounds. And the ball will belong to Evansville when we come back, Mark.
This kid, if he wasn't injured, he'd be a first-team All-Valley. The Sycamores with the twin Lumberjacks. Jake Kitchell and Justin Gant going up against Batman and Robin, Christian Thomas and Milton Doyle, who will be ready to play.
Oh, you joker. It's Evansville's ball, and we have a foul before the pass even comes in.
How about Greg Lansing leading the Sycamores number 3 seed after opening the season 4-8? Got his team in position, done a great job with the Sycamores.
Here's Simmons. He turned around, couldn't believe he had all that wide open space in the front court. Gibson now out at the point. The Illinois State foul, by the way, was on Devon Akun Purcell. That's his first. Evansville trailing by 2.
Justin McLeod in the game to do one thing: defend DJ Ballantyne. There they are, 15 versus 31.
Gibson travels. Oh, he was a little too quick. Turnover, Evansville.
And Marty Simmons wants to find a way to get DJ Ballantyne more involved. Remember, he rolled his ankle in the first half. He's been a little bit gimpy on that ankle. I think it's affected him offensively somewhat.
After the 7th Evansville turnover, here's Illinois State. And a 3 for number 3, Deshaun Knight. Give him 9 today.
From Akun Purcell. Man, is he playing at a high level.
The newcomer of the year in the Missouri Valley Conference. He's not new anymore.
No. Everybody knows who he is, and the nation's going to learn here over the next year.
Joya, 3-ball. Oh, that was a nice touch.
He's that X-factor guy. He's the third guy that can load it up and score it. Got Miscavicius inside. You got DJ Ballantyne coming off screens. But Joya can really score.
Here's a 3-point attempt. Too strong this time. And there's a Gideus Miscavicius, number 55, with the rebound. He gets about 10 of those a game. But he is not going to reach that unless he really gets busy, having played only 10 minutes of the first half.
Now, they've got to get him involved in the offense as well. He's a great option inside.
Here's Blake Simmons.
Well, Miscavicius was wide open. He set the screen and rolled, and Blake Simmons didn't see him. That was a dunk for Evansville.
Here's Akun Purcell, hooked away by Berjoya, and a blocking foul is called as Purcell, even when falling, tries to make something happen, and something good does.
Watch this shot as Blake Simmons comes open, and the denial of DJ Ballantyne. We didn't get to see it, but Miscavige was wide open right there. Good defense on DJ Ballantyne. They're trying to take away option A.
And then back on the other end, Blake Simmons committed his third foul, putting Devon Akun-Purcell on the line. He's 3 out of 4 today, 3 out of 5. One more free throw here for Akun-Purcell. In play at 13:46 to go in the second half. Simmons will lead the game as Marty Simmons takes his son Blake Simmons out of the contest. 11 for Akun-Purcell, who averages 13 a game. And Akun-Purcell will get a breather.
Not for long.
Deontay Hawkins in along with Jones and McIntosh, McLeod, and Paris Lee as they play defense. LaJoya on the wing, and Ballantyne out high, hounded by McLeod. Gibson. LaJoya with the ball fake, created some space there. Gibson's open in the lane, but couldn't cash in. He got his own rebound, looking for help now.
Well, here's where typically DJ Ballantyne just makes a play.
Going down to 13 minutes left in the second half. Ballantyne being trailed by McLeod, and Lee got a hand on the ball. Good pass for Gibson, who couldn't score again. Gibson has missed a couple of close-in opportunities, and the ball belongs to Evansville. So Evansville was able to keep the hands and feet active and hang on to the possession.
Yeah, Dwayne Gibson really struggling to make shots.
And it's going the other way. A foul before the ball is inbounded. And that's on Egidius Miscavičius, number 3 on the 6'10 junior from Lithuania.
So Reggie Lynch comes into the game. And you know what Dan Muller's thinking right now. With Egidius Miscavičius with 3 fouls. And Miscavičius will now go to the bench.
Jalen Moore comes in. And Mark, when Miscavičius went to the bench with his second foul at the 10-minute mark in the first half, Evansville was up by 7 and ended up with a 6-point lead at halftime. So Jalen Moore and the others who came in to fill that void did a very good job.
But now Reggie Lynch has such a huge size advantage over Moore. Just pounded inside. There it is.
And a foul call with McIntosh taking it strong to the basket.
Dan Muller has gone to his big lineup. Kyle McIntosh at 6'7". Of course, Reggie Lynch at 6'10".
Adam Wing with his third foul puts Mikhail McIntosh on the line.
And with Hawkins at 6'8", you can look for Illinois State just to pound that thing in the paint right now. Brozoya at 6'6", the tallest guy for Evansville in the game right now.
Oh, how about 2 bounces on the iron and then through. The first point for McIntosh, who goes 1 for 2 from the line. A 4-point Illinois State lead. What a big set there by Moore. And they score as Adam Wing gets his first field goal in the second half, his second in the game.
How valuable is setting a big screen in their offense?
That was a wall. That just wasn't a screen.
That was a wall. There's a pretty good screen by Lynch as well, and they miss him.
Hawkins with the ball fake, weaving, missing. As Jalen Moore had the ball taken away, Hawkins couldn't score. There, and a foul. We're going the other way.
Watch the screen here as Jalen Moore. Look at that screen right there. That is just nasty. Which allows a direct pass into the post. It's so easy to feed the post when you're that wide open coming off that big screen.
That was Hawkins' third foul. 3 fouls on Hawkins, Paris Lee, Mikhail McIntosh for Illinois State.
We've seen great examples today, John, of guys coming off the bench and just filling their room. More with that big-time screen. Seen Justin McLeod defensively and offensively making plays.
Here's Gibson. And a foul as Brozoya got the ball. He was met by Mikhail McIntosh. That's 4 on him. 4 fouls on McIntosh. That takes us to break with 11:34 left with Evansville and Illinois State. And this has been great entertainment in the quarterfinals. And see a lot of those Cardinal caps around. I see a lot of them when we go to Cincinnati.
Yeah, thanks, John. I'll be wearing my Reds cap when I come to St. Louis in July.
I know you will. There's Valentine, and Mark, he seems to be moving well on the sore ankle, but Bergoya misses the 3-ball. Deshaun Knight for Illinois State. Illinois State up by 2 here.
Well, Bergoya missed right there. He only had 9 points in the previous 2 meetings. He has 11 so far in this game. He's played well.
Here's Lynch with a strong move to the basket. Reggie Lynch has 7.
Boy, DJ Ballantyne has been the focal point of this Redbird defense. He was only 1 for 8 in the previous 2 games against Illinois State, both losses. He's 1 for 5 right now from 3.
Miskovicic with the ball high, and Gibson taking the handball. Michela Berzoya out of control, but he found Gibson. Wing thought about it. He's going to take it. When time was running down on the shot clock, he had to get rid of the ball. Illinois State, there's Akun Purcell. Count it. Oh, he's smooth. Devon Akun Purcell with 13. Timeout. Marty Simmons and Evan
Purcell. Remember that name. That's a kid that's going to have a huge season next year. And if he can get into postseason play, he's going to make somebody pay. That kid can play.
Evansville with the ball after the timeout. Wing playing with 3 fouls. Gibson, he has 2. And there was nice anticipation by Paris Lee. Deshaun Knight in the front court. 10 minutes to go in the game.
When Marty Simmons told his team during that timeout to do what we do best. And what do? Turn it over.
And there was the lob for Lynch. Too tall off the backboard. Off the glass to Ballantyne. Streaking, shooting, and missing too high off the glass. Deontay Hawkins with the rebound for Illinois State.
Well, the Illinois State defense has been very good here in the second half. It was bad in the first half.
Hawkins couldn't get the follow. And just going for the fall. There was some contact. No whistle.
Remember, that can be reviewed on the next dead ball.
And here comes Paris Lee. He couldn't score the reverse because he was fouled. Fouled by Gibson, number 3 on him.
Nice sportsmanship there as Mislav Berzoya went to Reggie Lynch to make sure he was okay. Pat him on the back.
You are correct, sir, as you talk to Mike Stewart. So Lee will go to the line. Dwayne Gibson with his 3rd foul, putting Lee on the line, where he's 0 for 2 today and 0 for 3.
So Paris Lee, one of the members of the all-defensive team in the Valley. He's number 8 in the country, averaging over 2.5 steals per game. He holds a single-season record for Illinois State with 75 steals. This kid's so good defensively, so dangerous. If you don't protect the ball, he'll take it from you.
That's his first point of the day, coming at 9:18 left in the second half.
Okay, Justin McLeod has been the unsung hero in this game as he's matched up with DJ Ballantyne. He has done an excellent job defensively against Ballantyne when he's come off the bench. He's just in full denial mode. Here comes Ballantyne. That ankle's bothering him.
Oh, there's Wing. Ballantyne with that little fake left wing. And Wing has 6, hitting the close-in shot.
Ballantyne not nearly as explosive coming off screens with that right ankle. He favors it when he really has to explode. I just saw it on the last play.
Devon Akun Purcell giving it up. And that's 3 for Deontay Hawkins. Hawkins has 3 3-pointers in his 11 points today. 54-46 Illinois State.
Good luck guarding Devon Akun Purcell.
Strong pick set by Moskovich's. Adam Wing looking for Ballantyne. DJ is guarded by McLeod. Ballantyne, what a move to the basket. That's his second field goal in this half.
He is smart with the ball, and he's having to earn every basket from this stingy Illinois State defense, especially in the second half. He's got to get going. For Evansville to win, DJ Ballantyne's got to get going.
A travel call. And that gives the ball back to Evansville. Evansville will have the basketball when we come back. DJ Ballantyne has had to work and work and work, playing on the sore ankle. Didn't look very sore right there. Is wearing the white jersey today, wearing number 22, Reggie Lynch. Lynch came into this game with 76 blocks.
You know, Illinois State continues to overcome some of their earlier season mistakes. They couldn't close out close games. This is a team that has lost 11 straight when losing at halftime. Right now, they're ahead in the second half.
Wing gets fouled. Valley fans, do you want to be heard? Now's your chance to get engaged and tell us how we're doing. Enter to win the 2016 Arch Madness tickets, NBC merchandise, and other cool prizes by logging on to archmadness.com and then clicking on the fan survey link. Start being heard now. Wing has 7 points. He'll shoot for number 8 here after the Reggie Lynch foul. That's the second on Lynch.
Wing had 15 points and 7 rebounds in the last game in the loss in overtime versus Illinois State.
Lynch, the rebound of the miss, 7 points for Wing today. Wing's a tough guy, though. I like to watch him play. He does so many things so well. He doesn't give any, even when he has a height mismatch. Right here, McIntosh, the taller of the two.
Good defense.
Good defense by Muscovich, just stepping in front of Reggie Lynch.
It's a big possession right here.
Ballantyne and on McIntosh, the fadeaway, count it! There you go, 13 for Ballantyne. Now let's see what the Redbirds have in mind for an answer here with Lee.
Ballantyne has that look in his eye that he's going to start going off. And Egidius Moskovic just took something to the face. I don't know if it was a hand or an elbow from Reggie Lynch.
Lynch couldn't score, and we have a foul call. This is on number 11, McIntosh. That's his 5th foul.
If you can't make sure, then the officials made the right call there. And again, Reggie Lynch wasn't trying to take anybody out there. It wasn't malicious or anything.
1-1 here. Ballantyne, a 73% shooter from the line. He gets the bonus. Well, he made a big shot a moment ago, didn't he?
Really did. And remember, Illinois State has just learned recently how to close out close games with a win over Evansville in overtime on Saturday. And here we go again down the stretch.
A 1-point game. Illinois State with the lead on the ball. For Paris Lee. Deontay Hawkins. John Jones. Here's Lee. In along the lane and way out to midcourt. Nice save there by Knight.
That was a high-quality double team down the low block.
Hawkins working on Wing. Here's Jones. Oh, that's a pretty right-hand shot by John Jones.
John Jones got himself down on the block, and he established position low to the basket, and he wasn't going to give it up. He really stayed low there, John, in order to call for the basketball.
And he willed that ball into the basket. There's Lee with the rebound to the Evansville miss. 5:50 to go in regulation with a 3-point Illinois State lead.
With John Jones really being physical with Moskovic.
Jones setting the pick. Stutter step move. Lee scores. 3 for Paris Lee.
Taken right to Moskovic. One of those fierce shot blockers in the Valley. He and Reggie Lynch.
Oh, what a move by Gibson, and he's fouled.
Watch John Jones. Watch how low he gets. when he gets the ball in the paint, there's Paris Lee who's coming along with the layup.
Second foul on John Jones. Gibson goes to the free throw line. Looking for his first point today. A 71% foul shooter. He is up his free throw percentage just under 10% from his freshman season. This one's in play with 5:21 to go. The 4-point lead for the Illinois State Redbirds of Dan Muller. We have a violation, lane violation. You don't see that very often, Mark.
And in March, it drives you crazy.
Another chance for Gibson to drop one in.
Marty Simmons rejoices, and Dan Muller just drops his head and shakes it. That's inexcusable in March. That just shouldn't happen. And that's 1 point in a really close game that was just given to Evansville.
Making it a 3-point affair, a 1-possession game. Oh, Kuhn Purcell, he's at it again. He didn't have a shot, so out front it comes to Lee. Deshaun Knight working on Gibson. 5 minutes to go in the game.
Great defense by Gibson.
And a foul. Gibson got too close to him. The 4th foul on Dwayne Gibson. Are you looking for something new to do during your next trip to St. Louis? The beautiful Grand Hall at St. Louis Union Station comes to life with a spectacular indoor light show every night. Enjoy cocktails and small plates along with the 3D panoramic show from 5 to 10 p.m. at Union Station. Visit grandhall-stl.com for details. Deshaun Knight is 2 for 3 from the line. He has scored 9. Brown in. Gibson out. A change in the lineup for Marty Simmons, Evansville Purple Aces.
Deshaun Knight, the brother of Josh Selby, played at Kansas. 2nd-round pick with Memphis.
10 for Deshaun.
Pretty good family tree right there.
Deshaun had 9 points, 2 assists, couple of steals in the win Saturday in overtime over Evansville. Miscavige is out high. There's Berjoya.
Miscavige hasn't seen the ball for a while.
Valentine and Kuhn Purcell just got a hand on the ball to alter the shot. Valentine back at it, and a foul on Kuhn Purcell. For him, number 2. One and one here for DJ Valentine. That's a 19th foul on Illinois State, Mark.
You could feel the desperation, especially on the Evansville side. This is a team that's lost 2 times to Illinois State. They lost the overtime game at home to round out the regular season. And Marty Simmons is just imploring his team to step up and make plays. And both these teams have won 19 games. That 20 win total is pretty much of a magic number for some type of postseason play. There's a lot riding on this besides just moving on to tomorrow's semifinals.
So the 1 and 1 produces 2 free throws for Valentine, 17 points. And we're a 1-possession game here, 59-57 Illinois State. Kuhn Purcell in heavy traffic. He just threw it over the rainbow. Lynch couldn't follow. Out of bounds and a foul call. And that's on Kuhn Purcell.
Miscavige just made that play. He came over to double on Kuhn Purcell and changed the shot, and then kept his feet moving to go get the rebound. Watch it get his Miscavige is how he changes Kuhn Purcell. See how he moves his feet right there? How he stays in the stance, goes vertical, and then comes back and makes the play for the rebound with 2 hands right there. Well, he was really active on that defensive possession.
2 shots the rest of the way now for Evansville. Here's Miscavige. That's his first point in the second half. 8 points for Egidius Miscavige, the junior from Lithuania.
Well, it's nice when you got a guy of his size that shoots 83% from the free throw line. Nice touch.
He got both. He's 3 out of 4 from the line and has 9 points. We're tied.
Hey, we went overtime last night. Why not do it again, Pards?
Why not? 4:06. I'm sure the two teams would like to have it decided after 40.
That Bradley Drake game was a good game.
Lee backing away. Inside 4 minutes to go in the second half. Here's Knight. He found an opening that was closed off by Moskowicz and Ballantyne. And the foul is on Ballantyne, his first. Let's take a break. 3:48 to play. And this is kind of what we expected from this game today, Mark.
We did expect a close one, and of course Illinois State learning how to close out these close games. They are 15-3 when leading under 5 minutes to play, and Evansville 1-6 when trailing under 5 minutes to play.
11 for Deshaun Knight. He stands 4 out of 5 from the line. One more here for Knight, the senior from Baltimore, Maryland.
He hit that big shot to win the overtime game in Evansville. Right there, comes up with 2 big free throws. Clutch by Deshaun Knight.
Jaylen Brown. There's Ballantyne pass to Moskowicz's pick. The ball fake. Brazoya low for the dunk by Moskowicz. Brazoya with the assist.
The backside rotation for Illinois State was slow as penetration comes. Akun Purcell doesn't drop to the level of the ball. And because he doesn't drop, it gave Moskowicz is wide open for the dunk.
Moskowicz for the three-point play, looking for his 12th point of the day, and it rattled home. 4 fouls on Devon Akun Purcell now for Illinois State as we come down the stretch. Evansville back in front as the Aces erased an 8-point Illinois State lead.
They're trying to get down low. That's a good look for Reggie Lynch. He's isolated. Nicely done. That is smart basketball by Illinois State. That's why they're starting to learn how to close out games late.
Lynch with that basket has 9 points. Wing guarded by Akun Purcell. And Devon is playing with 4 personal fouls. There's Ballantyne. And he was picked clean by Deshaun Knight.
Man, was that great defense by Deshaun Knight. He just devoured that basketball when it was presented.
Illinois State by 1 with the ball. Reggie Lynch put them ahead with that great move the last time down the floor.
Why go back to the big guy? This is where you got to be really, really smart. Play inside out.
Long cross-court pass. The shot for 3 goes down as Deontay Hawkins hits his 4th three-point field goal. Indiana State and Loyola. Mark and I will have that game for you. Mitch Holdus and Rich Zavosik will bring you the UNI Bradley game, and then we have the semifinals tomorrow. Wichita State is already in the semis with a win over Southern Illinois.
I'd run Ballantyne off the screens and isolate him with Moskowicz.
Ballantyne swatted by Lynch. Moskowicz will get back to the free throw line with 2 minutes to go.
You know, Marty Simmons is so big about his team doing what they do best. What do they do best? Get the ball to DJ Ballantyne and allow Moskowicz to get double-doubles. You just saw an example of it right there.
Reggie Lynch puts Moskowicz on the line with Reggie's 3rd foul of the day. 2 shots here. Moskowicz has missed 1 free throw today. He's gone 5 for 6 from the line. 13 points, 5 boards for Moskowicz. After scoring 6.7 rebounds, an assist, a block, and a steal Saturday in the Evansville loss. Well, he's cool and calm up there, Mark.
Boy, he really looks good shooting the basketball from the free throw line. 83%. The 7-footer really solid from the line.
A 2-point lead. Illinois State with the lead in the ball. Akun Purcell with 4 fouls. Berzoya going for the steal, but Akun Purcell saves it.
Well, Illinois State just so much more organized in their late game offensive sets than they were even at midseason.
Here's Knight dishing it low, and a foul. Hawkins gets the basket. .16 for Deontay Hawkins.
I am so impressed with the execution. Deshaun Knight with the unselfish pass to one tough dude from Dayton, Ohio, Deontay Hawkins.
Adam Wing with his 4th foul. Hawkins the basket and 1 here. Hawkins has 16 points.
Boy, has he been good. He's made a difference. How about the execution for Illinois State in late game situations? Watch out for Illinois State.
17 for Hawkins. But they had so many near misses during the regular season in the Missouri Valley Conference. Had a game with Illinois State against Southern Illinois where they had a lead fighting back late, but just couldn't put that game away.
Well, Evansville isn't going to roll over here. That's for sure. They got too many dangerous weapons as Illinois State goes zone on this possession. And Marty Simmons doesn't like it because it confused his offense. And now he's going to call timeout to make sure this offensive possession is run correctly against the defense.
And a 30-second timeout at that. By the Evansville bench. Kelly Self, the official on the spot there. He's also helping out with the house cleaning. And here we go.
They're going to run Ballantyne off of multiple screens. He uses the defender, still moving without the ball. He wants it. Knight matched up with him.
Inside a minute to go. Wing. Brown. An air ball as time was running out on the shot clock. It's a shot clock violation. Big Evansville turnover.
Illinois State has been so good offensively with execution. That was perfect defensive execution. DJ Ballantyne gave it up, and he wasn't able to make a play when he got it back. Smothering defense by the Redbirds.
Now full court pressure by Evansville. 52 seconds left in the game. And the ball belongs to Evansville. The pass hit the line. There's a big break for Evansville to get back in this fast.
So here's a lesson for you. When you're taking the ball out of bounds and you've got to pass the ball across to the far side corner, you never throw a bounce pass, ever, for any reason. That's why. That line is right there, and it's within the line of the passing angle.
Berzoya trying to force it into Miscavige, who saved it. Whoa! And a dunk! My goodness, Jalen Brown, up oh so big and strong.
A loose, that was Sports Center top 10 stuff.
Mark Whitehead will give the basketball to Paris Lee. Wing will contest the inbounds pass.
There's the full court pressure from Evansville.
No bounce pass that time. Akun Purcell in the backcourt to Knight, and a travel. Wow. Knight expected some contact and didn't get it.
And these are the mistakes that have cost Illinois State in the past. They still have that three-point lead.
38.8 to go. DJ Ballantyne with the inbounds pass, the long lob for Berzoya.
Well, Miscavige was wide open underneath the basket. They didn't recognize it.
3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Timeout, Evansville. Ballantyne has scored 17, 10 of those in the second half. He rolled an ankle in the first half and was a little gimpy going into the last. Miscavige is bound to be open at some point. Ballantyne, number 31, the leading scorer in the Missouri Valley Conference 2 years running. Wing into Jalen Brown.
And Illinois State goes zone.
Valentine with the shot for three, and it's off the back iron. A fight for it. Moscovicius, after Jalen Brown got his hands on it. Boy, how active has Jalen Brown been here in the late going? And 2 assists for Devon Akun-Purcell. And to the line, Jalen Brown.
He shot 53% from the free throw line last season. He's shooting 80% from the free throw line this season. What does that mean? Jalen Brown has put in a ton of time for this one moment.
This can make it a 1-point game.
Well, he pulled that one.
He did. And a foul by Wing. He had to foul to stop the clock at 12.7 to go. Illinois State up by 2.
Boy, DJ Valentine, they are just blanketing him.
Ferris Lee will go to the line, Mark, and he's 1 out of 4 today from the free throw line. A 71% shooter. That's his only point today as he makes this one a big free throw for Lee. He missed his first 3 and he was at his last 2.
Now, this is the big one right here.
He has 5. He has a 3-point field goal to go along with the free throws that he just made.
Or just slow down DJ Valentine.
Rajoya will inbound into Valentine. Valentine driving and met with a double team. Simmons. Rajoya with 5.2 to go. Off the mark. Moscovicius blocked by Lynch, and that's the game. Lynch blocked it again as time ran out. And Illinois State lives to play another day, winning 71-67.
Illinois State.